Eric, how are you? I'm president, CFO of Talking with Famous People. And it snowed. It snowed here. It snowed last night, and there's snow on the ground. Hi, Mean Bird. Um, I'm going to be going back inside after this cigarillo. I'll put the chat up on the big screen. Feeling a little bit between things today. How do you feel about Trump being president? I mean, I'm not happy about it, but I was relieved that Kamala Harris lost, but you know, they didn't want. I didn't want Trump either. I think he was the less bad of two terrible, terrible choices. As to how it's going currently, like his current approach to things, well, I mean, I think he's doing a terrible job. But, some people disagree with me, obviously. Could be doing worse, I guess. He could be doing a worse job. He was rather harmless, I thought, during his first term, actually. Overall, even though I disliked him a great deal, because I don't like his kind of anti-intellectual populism, you know. Hi, Michigan. How's it going? We just got some snow here in California. As you can see, you probably have this in Michigan. It snowed last night. It's been a snow-free winter here in the lower Sierras. A little bit of snow real early in the season, and then this is the first snow since. Of course, it's not terribly snowy where we live during the winter. It's not that high up. We're only at 4,000 feet. Are you okay if your child marrying a different religion or race? Yeah, I don't care. She can marry whomever. She doesn't seem to be anywhere close to that at the moment. Last I knew, she broke up with this one guy that she had been with for a while. They lived on opposite sides of the county. That probably had something to do with it. LA County's a big county, you know. But yeah, I'll evaluate whomever. If she ends up getting married, I'll evaluate her significant other on his merits. You know. Am I okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Are you okay? I am a little bit split on what to do today. It's a couple. There are a couple choices here today. Like one complication is that it's snowy outside, so I can still get to the other house, but I'm kind of just waiting for it to melt on the driveway a little bit. The little wilderness car could probably handle the snow fine, but there's not that much snow, you know. But I've driven the little wilderness car on snow before, and it's not, you know, there's no perfect way to drive on snow. No perfect way to drive on snow. Let's see here. Hello, what are you doing? What I am doing is I'm, I guess, sort of getting myself motivated to, at some point, probably go over to the other house and paint. I really need to do that today. I was going to do it yesterday. I didn't do a goddamn thing. I just sat around. I'm from America, California, America. You remind me of my favorite uncle. You talk like him too. Cool. Better than reminding you of your least favorite uncle. ISFP is the worst. We're bored and make people bored. I don't know if that's true. Just a dude says hello. I do not like Trump. One thing he did that is correct is eliminating IRS agents. Well, sure. I mean, who wouldn't be in proof of that? ESXJ should be the worst. There's no worst or best personality type, okay? you know. Hi, simple girl. Nice to see you. Different people have different cognitive function biases that are going to cause them to get along better with certain types and not so well with other types. I think intuitives in general have some challenge getting along with, you know, ESTJs who can be a little bossy. From a country that has both survived Hitler and authoritarian communism, that is a way too similar mindset to the U.S. Stay strong, your values. Hello from Czech Republic. Hi, Czech Republic. Yeah, well, I'm definitely strong in my values, and I understand what America is all about. I'm a patriotic American, and I have good, legitimate advocacies across the board. CC Katzman, and welcome to a comfortable place because this is a very, it's a place where we talk about meaning a lot, and that's really what it means to be an intuitive, is to be more meaning focused than experience focused. I mean, I think the deportations are terrible. They're terrible because there's a very stark distinction between securing the border, which is something the federal government has the responsibility to do, and and you know deporting people who are currently already in the U.S. It's perfectly reasonable to expect the federal government to secure the borders because that's its responsibility. The fact that it failed to do so for so long and so many illegal immigrants came into the country, that's really on the federal government more than anything else. But regardless, there's no good way to go into a home where you've got a couple of kids who may be naturalized citizens and say, we're taking your parents and ripping them away from you and sending them back to Mexico. It's just it's insane. And if you had to do that, like if you had to be the one who went into the home and ripped these people apart from each other, you wouldn't be okay with it. Whoever is in favor of this shit is either like, the thing is, Trump's a mixed bag. The one thing you can't say though is that the deportations are jurisdictionally illegitimate. It's definitely the federal government's jurisdiction to deal with immigration stuff, and the executive branch is tasked with enforcing laws, etc. So you can't claim that it's legally illegitimate, but it's definitely morally illegitimate. And there's no reason to do it. It's not helping anybody. The idea that illegal immigrants somehow cost money is ridiculous. It's insane. They cost much less money than any American citizen does. Okay. So anyway, what are we doing right now? We're motivating. That's right. We're motivating ourselves to do something. Right now, we're not doing anything because we lacked adequate motivation. Nick Goes Ham says, shut up, old man. Oh. Yeah, ICE at this point is reminding me of the Gestapo. In fact, they even grabbed a veteran. It's horrible. It's ridiculous. Hi, Scotland. Welcome to you and all your Scottish ways. When I was in middle school, my middle school team was called the Highlanders. And our mascot was a Scotty dog. So basically, we were, what, our middle school's theme was Scottish. Well, that's what I'm trying to motivate to go do right now. I want to go do all the trim. We'll do that in a second. We'll go over there, okay? You look like the homeless man that sleeps outside the gas station down the street. Sounds like you've gotten a good look of him. My name's not Gordon, Michael. I like the Scottish accent. The Irish accent sounds ridiculous to me. Okay, well, the thing is, Irish accent's easy to do because you could just do a pirate, you know. Arr, I'm from Ireland. walk the plank, matey. I am fine, Michael, but I am not Gordon. Obviously. I'm Eric. That's why I don't have on a name tag that says Gordon. Philly versus KC in the Super Bowl. What do you predict? What do I predict? Well, I'm not sure. I think both games are really a toss up. Yeah, I got that, Putty Cat. Thank you. You found a strain that really works for you? Mac 1 quality? I don't know what that is. That the name of it? I don't know what that means. How old are you? I am 53 years old. How old are you? Oh, it's not that bad. Favorite gaming. Look, a lot of, like I said, the deportations, while they're abhorrent, they don't represent a Nick goes ham. You're old enough to sleep with my mother, huh? Well, good luck with that. She's cremated. So I don't know if you're going to be able to have sex with her. No, it's not like that, fair and gaming. This idea that somehow, the country's gone to shit just because we have a terrible president again is bullshit. It's going to be fine. It'll survive Trump this time as it did last time. Life goes on as normal for me, Their name is Mac 1. Oh, I see. It's okay. I didn't actually attend any of the Diddy parties. Nick goes ham. Not my scene. Trump is my new daddy. No, he's not. You are so high. No, I'm not. I mean, yeah, I don't think Trump's going to be in this second term. I don't think he's going to be as bad as, say, G.W. Bush or Obama in terms of actually causing harm to the country. And Trump does some things that are worth doing for sure, as well as some things that are not worth doing. 50-50, so it's quite uplifting. Good for my mood. I'm glad to hear that, David. Half sativa, half yeah. Joe Biden's the best president that ever lived. Said no one ever. Okay. So we do have some important painting work to do today. And if we head over there now, then relatively soon. The game starts, I believe, at noon. Let me see. NFL. Yeah, it starts at noon. It'll only give me an hour to go to do a little bit of work with it. I don't need to get here right at the start of the game. I can have some time saved up, you know. So the Eagles are favored by 6. You know, I wouldn't. If we're going to bet this game, I'd probably take the Commanders in the points. I think the Commanders looked really good in defeating Detroit. I mean, like Detroit was favored by even more than 6 points, I think. Anyway, if we go right away, I could go over there and get at least the tape down. I'm doing I got to do the floorboards and other trim in the bedroom where I finished the walls and the ceiling. Am I meeting up with Perito? I don't know who Perito is. Keep moving. Anything comes the way. Hi, gentleman. Hi, how are you? Yes, Michael, you are very juvenile. And I understand that. Do I like big booty black women? I like my wife, who's not a big booty black woman. "18-year-old Maria went home happy, telling her mom how she earned $20 by climbing a tree. Her mom said, 'Maria, they just want to see your panties.' Maria said, 'I was smart, so I took them off.'" What am I hitting so intensely? I wouldn't say I'm hitting anything so intensely, but I am pulling bong rips of Jack Herrera at the moment. Sorry to hear that, Jamal Clopton. Good stuff. Okay. So we got football to watch, but if we go now, we can get at least the taping done, maybe even a bit of the painting done over there. So let's go ahead and do it. It's freezing. I'm wearing shorts and flip-flops with no socks. I think I'll go put on some socks maybe. It's just down the block, but it's going to be a cold drive in a little wilderness car. Thanks to all the exciting snow we got. That's right. If you weren't here when I was outside earlier, it is all snowy outside. Finally, we've been not a super dry winter, but we've gotten rain and not snow. It's been a relatively dry winter. Nice stone, though. You can't find your keys? I can find my keys. If you had a big booty black girl twerking in your face, you wouldn't smack that booty? No, I would never find myself in that situation. It does not appeal to me at all. Strippers and the assorted shenanigans of hypersexualization. That's not my style. Okay, that's not my style. Got lighters. So bring these glasses with me. All right, let's go. Nice stone. What's a nice stone? You're talking about that weed, right? Gotcha. All right. Let's just go do it. No, let's just get it out of the way. Because at least we get a start on it. Even if we don't get everything done, then I won't feel like such a loser. But this is the problem. This is the question we have. It shouldn't be hopefully it shouldn't be too much of a problem. There's snow on the driveway. I don't think it's enough snow to prevent us from getting out in the little wilderness car. But we shall find out. Might get a little slippy, you know. Okay. So let's see. I'm glad you don't judge, but I'm not actually. Okay. I'm what's called a pumpkin sexual. I only like to have sex with pumpkins. Consenting pumpkins, of course. Halloween's my favorite time of year, obviously. Okay, congratulations, buddy cat. All right, so we're gonna start this little car in a second. We're gonna, if we can successfully get out of here despite the snow, then we will disconnect once we get up to the street for a little bit, and we'll be disconnected for about a minute or so, a minute and a half, most. And then we'll be in the range of the other house's internet. Well, did you have I'm old? So I don't know if you've heard the news, but I'm old. So far, so good. Let's put a four-wheel drive. Little wilderness car. All right, here we go. We're going to separate in a second. All right, I'm back. I'm not really going to be able to make it up this snowy hill here, but I did, no problem. I had it in low and in four-wheel drive, so that worked out fine. It is cold. Somebody turn on the heater, 'cause I'm feeling so cold. Oh, it's freezing in here. Of course. It's just as cold as it is outside. So let's take a little gander at our winter wonderland here. Extend these legs. Okay. Now you can see the winter wonderland. I drove up that hill right there. You can see the tire tracks. Yeah, I noticed that one, says Mom. Yeah, it's over 75,000 views. That's crazy. I don't know what caused those numbers to be so big. I guess I'll stand out here, smoke a cigarette while I'm waiting for the heater to kick on. It's a lovely day. The neighbor's house looks kind of neat over there. Is this heater turned on yet? I could start a fire in the fireplace too. I see tracks. Are they moose tracks? I don't see any tracks. There we go. Now the heater's kicked on. I think you're going to be very excited to see the progress the room has going. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? Down the lane, snow is glistening. Well, pretty cool. I'm glad we got to have a little bit of snow this winter. Oh yeah, there's a decent amount piled up there, about 6 inches or so, seems like. Alright, might as well just go in and look. I don't need to smoke a cigarette this second. Oh, it's cold in here. It's colder in here than it is outside. Alright, what we got? This is angel feather. Okay. Let's go take a gander at the bedroom. And oh, it's cold. As you can see, this just seems like a pretty nice color, but we'll have to see what it looks like with the trim done. Turn on some lights in here. Okay, so before we do the trim, what I need to do is come down here and tape off these baseboards. I need to tape them off. I also need to come along someone that's got some of the drips of the tan and take that off. Like either just go scrape it off with a scraper or something. But the baseboards are what I need to attend to next, along with this closet. I'll paint at least the doors of the closet. I don't know if I'm going to paint the inside of the closet. Well, we got the ceilings done in here, and we got the walls done, and it's... Oh, no! I see a couple of drips. I'm going to have to get those drips fixed. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Well, so I'm going to have to do some touching up of the tan as well. But before I bother with that, I'm going to do the taping off of the baseboard. I pulled up the drop cloth off of the floor once I finished with the walls, because it was going to be too difficult to get to the baseboard with the drop cloth down there. So now I'll just tape these things off. Is this coming in warm? Yeah, it just coming in more. Okay. Come on. There you go. Let me turn it off. Oh, yeah. By shutting down the other room, shutting up the output thing in the other rooms, this room should get. What the hell is that? Is it in here? Why is this going off? Stop. Oh my god. There's not any fire. Oh my god, how annoying. Okay, it stopped. Oh. What made it go off? I don't know. I don't know what made that horrible thing go off, but it's done going off now. Can I close this door? Is that thing going off again? I don't know. Okay, so next up, we need to get some tape. Still so cold. A little warmer here. I could start a fire as I was saying, good fireplace here, but seems like hassle. It's warmest in here though. My feet are freezing. Let's see what the chat is saying. Call 911. No, we don't need to do that. Has the paint dried before removing the paint tape? Yeah. Well, if I have to do a little bit of touching up with the tape off, I will. With a little brush, you know. I'm painting, but not exactly painting so much as taping. Taping would probably be the most accurate description of what I'm doing right now. Taping and scraping. Bring this screwdriver, knife, and this tape so we can tape and scrape. It's so cold. Hush, hush, I'm too old. So, okay. Let's go do it. Let's watch and learn. I see what you mean for the cat right here anyway. About the tape. Hopefully it's not a ongoing problem. I've never, I don't know how come I didn't know that. You're supposed to take out can tape before it dries. I never have. I just always touched it up where I need to and never really learned any lesson from that. Because maybe I just thought it was unavoidable. Things are going to be done with the problem. Obviously, I'm going to have tape chair move, but that's not what I'm doing right now. What I'm doing right now is I'm putting down the tape along the floorboards. And scraping out the chips and the drips and stuff. You're gonna be in a drippy drifter sentence, huh? Why? Why you gotta be like that? It's fine, just paint over that. This is fine. Just paint over that stuff. It's very good drip, it's not really good there, so. Alright, let's put down the tape. There. Obviously, the corner is more labor intensive than the rest of it as far as taping goes. Try to take this corner here in the corner, like so. pretty good. Now we can do it a longer strip as per you know what I need to get when I go back to the hardware store is a good paint scraper for these drips. Got drips in a few spots. And I ain't gonna put up with no drips. You get some like paint thinner. You get some of these little spots as well, because I didn't do a perfectly clean job of painting, you know. Damn it. Okay. Okay, here we go. There. Okay. Good, good, good. There. Okay. Now let's go back to the top here and get along the bottom. The bottom should be seems to me considerably easier because I can lay it down flat on the floor. Get up on my finger, get up on my hand, get up on the finger, go dipping the fan. Okay, there's that. I'm beginning to feel like a real boy. Pain in the ass? Yes. Necessary? Also yes. We're not going to do a whole hell of a lot of it today. But hopefully we get most of this taped out. I feel like I need to eat a bite of food. I should eat some before I left the house. Let's go eat something. I think there's at least a sugary drink here to help a little bit. Not much here, but there's this thing of frosted flakes. Where are my glasses? Hi G, hi first class. I'm the man with the great machete. What importance does religion have on society's development? I think it, does religion have? I mean, I don't think it. I don't think a society has to be religious at all to be a free and civil society. Um, I see faith is one of the paradigms with which people understand the world, and it's a subjective paradigm, definitionally, because of the nature of faith. I grok that the song captures the artist's impression the best. So he has to only listen to one side to figure out if he likes it. Okay, it's 11:30. So hopefully I can get the baseboards in there taped off. And then I'll go back home and watch football, A little bit of frosted flakes helps a little bit. Earlier this morning I was watching a little bit of some old videos back from Temple City era, and there was this video of me riding my bike to my parents' house. It's like an edited video, it's like an edited outing video, And I started watching it not really knowing what it was, and then I was like, I closed it, and then I reopened it because I wanted to see if my parents were in the video. But they weren't home when I got there, so. Made me think about how I was then, how I am now. Obviously, I had a lot of energy or something then, because going and doing all that stuff and then editing a video about you going and doing all this stuff, that's a lot of work, I guess you could say. What do you think about Trump recently accepting the Palestinians to the Egypt and Jordan country? I don't know. Actually, I'd have to look into what that's all about. I'm not going to teach you how to fish, though. I may look like that, but if you're waiting for me to teach you how to fish, you're never going to catch any fish. All right. Let's go outside and meow, meow. I don't know 2 weeks before a storm comes. In fact, last night, Rachel shocked the heck out of me when she said, "It's snowing." It was indeed snowing. I look like I know a ton of sea shanties. Yeah, I have a shanty or two. Oh, come and ride on my boat on the sea. This is a shanty for you and for me. Oh, come and ride on my boat on the ocean, then you'll see that it's an ocean for you. Sea shanty, it's true. There, I just made up a sea shanty for you. Anybody, you better hold fast during the storm at sea. I like that one a lot. You better hold fast now. I know where the treasure's buried. Inside of our hearts. That's where the treasure's buried. Else, the buy who buys the boat is the buy who sails her. Well, thanks, Brandon Hall. I'm suspecting you must change favorite people frequently. So, anyway, I'm being incredibly lazy. I came over here to do this taping thing. I managed to do, it was like 5 minutes of taping and I had to take a break. I have the treasure tattooed on my heart. No, I'm saying the treasure, really, for all of us, is inside of our hearts. It's our true selves. That's our treasure. This will be all melted off by tomorrow, I would guess. It's obviously not that cold since, despite being in the snow, I am wearing these sexy short pants. Normally I wear modesty pants that go all the way down to the ground. But today I've decided to sexify things a bit with these sexy short pants that I inherited from my dead father. See you later, Brandon. Have a good time. From the Heart, Attack on Titan. Hello, sir. I'm a 19-year-old. What's your biggest advice? Well, I don't know. I have various advices that I normally give when people ask me that question, but I'm not sure exactly what to say. Yes, it is lovely, isn't it, Caroline? Nice to see you. How are you? Say poop when you can. Don't wait till you have to. That's good advice for just about anybody. Rachel goes with, don't stand with your knees locked. Also good advice. Fire in Gaming says, not going to let this have to be the blessing of the algorithm. I can swipe in on my YouTube shorts and come back all the way to you. Glad to have you back. You know, if you're looking for a steady pattern of excitement, well, we're probably not going to be that exciting today. Sometimes I'm more thwacked out and I'm more like, but today I'm pretty underwhelmed, you know, like, let's just say I'm not dopamine rich as I would be on some other days, maybe. I was dopamine rich. Which is to say, I'm not as motivated. But I did get one wall done. Actually, I didn't even get the floor part done because I felt queasy. I'd stand up all of a sudden. You're having a rough day? I'm sorry to hear it. Anything you want to talk about? I'm 53. Solomon. You know, we all have some bad days sometimes. And it can have lasting repercussions too. Like, I had a bad day not super long time ago and kind of yelled at Rachel, and it's come up multiple times since, Rachel's always irrationally panicking that somehow our relationship is in danger. It's not very cold. It's, I don't know, probably 45 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. Oh, it's about 7 degrees. It's about 7 degrees. That's exactly what it is. Vienna, Austria. I've been to Innsbruck in Austria. I've been skiing in Innsbruck. Innsbruck was a nice little town. It was cute. And the mountains like so big, looming over everything the whole time. Okay. Well, I'll go back in a little bit here. Get more work done. I think it's a compatibility issue causing the issue. It's hard to accept. Yeah, well, I if you're talking about your relationship, you know, you have as an absolute value, external value. You've got extroverted intuition. I'm not from the UK, I'm from America. I mean, I obviously feel very strongly that type compatibility is a prerequisite to being in the right relationship. And that if you have to work on your relationship a lot, then you're not in the right relationship. In the right relationship, you're intentionally configured such that you don't critique where the other person doesn't want to be critiqued, and you accordingly don't experience critique where you don't want to be critiqued. That's one of the most important factors. So it's like Rachel and I are both fourth, eighth, SESI, respectively, depending on which one we're talking about. But so accordingly, we don't interfere with the other person's SESI. We don't critique on those grounds because we don't want to be critiqued on those grounds. And it's just naturally how we are. Additionally, it's like I'm obviously better at TI than Rachel is at TI, and that's fine. I'll be overly fair. I won't TI against her, right? And then the same thing true with FE, Rachel's FE and my FE. My FE, sometimes I'll be a little embarrassing. I'm not going to be FE perfect, but she's okay with that because she's just asking her to use her tool function. Sounds like your husband might be any polar, either ISTP or ISFP, based on what you told me in the past. Oh no, I did get that part of the floor done. Okay, well, good for me. Almost done, anyway. So, this taping job. Fine, just do it, Eric. Stop being a baby. Well, Caroline, INFJ, ISTP, that's not going to work. It just isn't going to work, really. Although people can sometimes force things to work. Just because it doesn't work doesn't mean it's toxic, right? It's like you can both be wanting it to work as much as possible. You can both be trying to engage in healthy ways. and you still just be fundamentally incompatible, right? Okay, let me get along the edge here. God damn it. That's fine, I guess. Alright. Let me do the top first. This should be easiest. Come on. There. That was pretty easy. Now let's get the bananas. I mean, the thing is, like, my second wife and I, we had a mostly healthy-ish way of engaging with one another. I mean, honestly, for almost the entirety of that marriage, I had a drinking problem. But regardless, neither of us were toxic or damaged or fucked up in any way. But we fundamentally weren't compatible. Her anti-polar drove me crazy, you know? And once Delilah grew up a bit and we didn't have a child in common, we just weren't meant to be together, you know? Of course, we also had a lot of water under the bridge, which is, people say like, oh, that's just water under the bridge. Okay, well, what I mean by water under the bridge is the opposite of water under the bridge. It's water not under the bridge. Persistence. Persistence is a virtue in some things, like taping this. Persistence is a virtue. In relationships, persistence is like, it's a real mixed blessing at best, right? Because it's true that in a good relationship, both people are all in, which is to say they can trust each other to be good, both partners, to not be threatening to get out of the relationship every time something goes south. It's also the case at the beginning of a relationship, it takes a while for people to really trust each other and to really have earned that level of commitment from each other, you know? But ultimately, sometimes you got two things running afoul of one another. One of them being you're trying to be, you are fundamentally a good relationship partner who wants to, who wants to respect the both, you know, who doesn't want to be questioning the legitimacy of the relationship every time there's a bump in it. But on the other hand, when you've been with somebody for a long time, you know, at this point, you know already. And the thing is, nobody ever regretted getting out of a failed relationship. You know, I didn't meet Rachel till I was 47 years old. Prior to which, the last good relationship I had was when I was like 18 years old. So it goes to show you that it's not too late. Okay, what a pain in the butt. You can go for a little while longer. You don't need to be that lazy. Come on. Persistence in this context is definitely a virtue. It's a necessary precondition to getting the job done at all, in fact. There's my knife here. Get this little corner. Okay. What a big pain in the butt. Yes, it is. Oh, what? I don't like doing this stuff. It's okay. You got to. Didn't get all the way down to the bottom here. Unfortunately, I have to go put more tape here. Gets all the way down to the bottom. See it now from back here. That's better. Okay. What a pain in the butt. Pain in the butt, oh what? Yes. But once it's done, then I'll be able to actually start painting the front. Where was that? Use this adequate. Okay, now along the bottom. That's the end of that roll of tape. Okay, well we cast that roll of tape. So let's go get another roll of tape. We're almost done with this. We don't have that much more to go. We're gonna finish this and we're gonna be proud of ourselves. How am I going to open this? Maybe this fork will open it. Okay, good. Let's go finish this. Let's go finish this and be happy for the first time in our lives. Finally. Okay, here we go. This is what they call the magnificent journey. You know how they call boxing the sweet science? Well, the equivalent for painting is the magnificent journey. No. I'll go along this edge here with a knife to cut off any excess that falls off onto the thing. Okay. Just put that like that. Okay. Let me just scrape all along this baseboard here. Looks like there's a lot of paint on it. Okay, good. We're going to actually get this done. We'll get this taping done. We're going to be very proud of ourselves. Okay. Get in the corner. There we go. Now get underneath this thing. big work right there. Okay. Over there. That should be it. Okay. Okay. There and here. We just have one spot left to get. And that spot is here. Done. Okay, so I'm done with that taping. Let's go have a cigarette. Let's discuss life. Let's learn, let's live, let's laugh, let's love. Next time I'll come back, I'll scrape the paint drips along the dashboard and paint it. I might also do touch-ups to the tin. That might be later today, if I'm feeling motivated. I'm glad I got that done. I'm glad I pushed through my lack of motivation to get that done. I hear a lamp. It's gonna be white. That lampshade is horrible, right? Hideous, but it came with the house, you know. And it's gonna be the same color as the walls in here. This is called angel feather. This color, and it's basically white. It's gonna be tan with the white along the bottom. And in here, we've got a blue color for the trim. That is, I don't know, it's around here somewhere. Not sure where that is actually. Oh wait, yeah, it's right here. We got 1 gallon of the blue for the trim, but we might need to get more. Fortunately, the hardware store keeps track of all the things we bought for this. And around the doorway, yeah. It's gonna be white around the doorway and the doors and the baseboards and stuff, and then it'll be tan on the walls in the bedroom there. Caroline, that lampshade is the most ridiculous lampshade anybody's ever seen. Almost an hour in timeout. This is for an Indiana Jones movie be on the edge of your seat, huh? Remember that door we're going to see the paint after that terrible masking tape? I mean, it should be fine. If I didn't quite get it all the way to the edge, I'll go back over it. Like I did in some other spots too, where it kind of was a little wonky and I had to go back and get it with more tape. And then I go along the edge and cut with a knife to get the extra tape off if need be. Yeah, I've painted plenty of times before. I did all the rooms in here, you know. Charles Darwin's just a hater, that's all. He's not my only hater. I'm accustomed to such nonsense, you know. Goes with the territory. Well, I guess I should say it comes with the territory. It just seems a little bit erotic to me. I'm definitely not a professional painter. I was disappointed to see I had drips on the walls in a couple spots. I'm gonna need to get a scraper and scrape those drips and repaint the spot with the tan. Yeah, I want it to look. I don't want it to look amateurish, you know. But I'm no professional painter. I'm working slow today, it's true. Some days I work faster than others. Certain kinds of work I can do quickly, and other kinds of work I have to be meticulous about it, which for me means going slow, I guess. Taping is kind of a challenge. I've certainly not mastered it. guess it's about time to give myself a haircut and a beard cut. It doesn't really matter to me much, but it obviously does impact people's impressions of me. The sound of snow falling off of trees. This might be enough to get our little stream going, but I have my doubts. Not sure our seasonal stream's ever really going to get going this year. Frank Sinatra, Strangers in the Night. Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, wanderings in the night, such sweet romances, strangers in the night, meow, 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 meow. Of course, when I was a kid, we sing that song, strangers in the night, exchanging rubbers. This one is too tight, I want another. This one is too loose. I'm losing all my juice. Have you guys heard that version of the song before? That was my childhood version of that song. I wonder who made that up. It's pretty clever, really. For it's more clever than, say, happy birthday to you, you live in a zoo, you look like a monkey and you smell like one too. That seems considerably less clever than strangers in the night exchanging rubbers. This one is too tight, I want another. This one is too loose, I'm losing all my juice. Brr. Well, can't be too shocked that it's a little bit cold given that there's snow outside. Hi, show media. I'm going to wrap it up now. I'm going to go back home, watch some football. I may live stream again later. We'll see. Thanks a lot for being here, and I'll catch you on the flip flop.